Hello, this is Mara Elaine on the Buying Space channel. Last year, and I don't mean 2023, I mean 2022, I went through my Christmas cards. During the more of the holiday season, in that, started opening my Christmas cards and airing them um, after December 20th, but before Epiphany, January 6th. And I celebrate Christmas between December 23rd and January 6th, which is Epiphany. And I've become known for celebrating the Epiphany season. And around Groundhog's Day, a gentleman in a chat room said to me, "Happy holidays," teasing me because I celebrated an elongated holiday season, and I celebrate the 12 days of Christmas after Christmas Day because the wise men were not there Christmas Day. So anytime you see a major scene with the wise men present, that's not what actually happened. They came to see Jesus, to bring him his presents, maybe up to 2.5 years later. They weren't there in the manger scene when he was born. They weren't in Bethlehem. So, also, there's another thing that happens, and it's the celebration of Jesus's early life. And it's called Epiphany season. Now we have Advent season, and that's when most Americans celebrate the Christmas season from 40 days before Christmas, or actually, some people celebrate 12 days before Christmas. Some people celebrate 24 or 25 days before Christmas. That varies as well. But we call that Advent season at church because Christ is going to be born. We're preparing for the birth of Christ, and that is the Advent season. And most Americans start celebrating the birth of Christ in or around Thanksgiving, which really doesn't have any religious basis, but people have forgotten about the Advent season, a lot of people. So when we have the commercial Christmas, this starts around Thanksgiving. We have, for over a decade, had Christmas decorations and commercialism in the stores at Halloween. And now it's Labor Day. And now at any point in time during the year, you can see Christmas being sold. So, but I celebrate Advent, not Advent. I do celebrate Advent in a spiritual way at church in my studies, preparing for the birth of Christ. But I don't have any decorations in my home or anything like that. I don't send out cards usually in the Advent, season. I buy them and I start preparing, just like I'm preparing for the birth of Christ. So the Advent season, though, January 6th is Epiphany, not the Advent season. I keep saying that. The Epiphany season doesn't end until Fat Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, which is Wednesday of this week, is when Epiphany season ends. Now, what happens on Ash Wednesday is it symbolizes the entrance of Jesus Christ into Jerusalem. They had palms that they waved at Jesus as he rode on the donkey into Jerusalem. And they took those palms and burnt them into ashes. And they used those ashes after Christ was crucified to memorialize Christ. So when you go to church and have those ashes put on your forehead, that memorializes the death of Jesus Christ. And then we begin the Easter season. But right now, we are still in the Epiphany season because Christ hasn't come to the point in the timeline of his life that he's been crowned king of the Jews or recognized as their leader. He was recognized as their leader, and that's when the Jewish council became more serious about destroying him. They were not pleased with him before and felt threatened by him before. But now, with him riding in this procession as royalty into Jerusalem and all these people waving palms and recognizing his authority, his spiritual authority, they were very threatened. So it's still Epiphany. So what I'm doing today is I'm opening Christmas cards because it's still Epiphany season. I have no idea who most of these cards are from. They're from probably a variety of sources. Okay, here we have the Grinch. Merry Christmas, love. The Picky family. John, Nikki, Nick, and Colin. All right. I love Picky Nick. I've met everyone but Nick. There was a meetup at a house where people stayed for the weekend in Jacksonville. There were resellers, and I met them then. And then I met them at a dinner. Oh, how cute. Oh, this is from my cousin. Gifts with beautiful ribbons, tied with beautiful ribbons. It must be Christmas. Enjoy the season. I am enjoying the season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Vicky. And over here, it's noted that this is from the Boone County Genealogical Society. My cousin Vicky is the president of the society. Okay. So I knew this was from a variety of sources. Didn't know how wide a variety. When I was 10 years old, I joined the Boone County Genealogical Society, and for a couple of decades, I was the youngest person that had ever joined. And then some woman in the society made it a point to point out to me that her 8-year-old granddaughter had joined. Let it snow. It's still snowing in some places. In the most magical season, may you find peace, love, and joy. And it's Merry Christmas. This is from a lady from my church. Dear Myra, I did receive the Christmas card from you last week on Monday. Thank you so much. We were on a Zoom together for Sunday school class, and I asked everybody in the class if they had received my Christmas cards, because I hadn't heard a peep from anybody. And Janet was in the Zoom with me, so she heard me loud and clear. So she sent a Christmas card out after that. I don't know if it was the normal timeline for Christmas. Let me see. Oh, yeah, she sent that before actual Christmas Day. Christmas blessings. My father used to be a letter carrier, and my mother loves cardinals, so this is precious to me. This is from Connie and Jean. They're in my Sunday school class. Oh, they love the video. I made a Christmas video. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I ordered my cards, my Christmas cards, some of them, from a Southern Belle. And the Christmas card she sent to me had barcode on it. And what you do is you set up a Christmas video, and when the people get the card, they see the barcode. And if they scan it, they see the video. And I didn't know all of the people in my Sunday school class are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And no one else had mentioned that they had seen the video. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. John 3:16. Wonderful verse for Christmas. We feel the spirit of Christmas in the comfort of home and the love of family and friends. Let the warmth and wonder of this loveliest season bring a bright and peaceful new year. May the blessings of peace, love, and happiness be yours this Christmas and always. Oh, I know who this is from. This is from a cousin. Merry Christmas. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love, Evelyn and Jimmy. And this is got my name in the corner. Jimmy has not been to space, but him and his wife run did run, now they're probably retired now. They ran a genetics lab. And at one point in time, it's been 20, 30 years ago, Jimmy was doing experiments with jellyfish related to inner ear issues. So Jimmy didn't go to space, but his jellyfish did. They sent his jellyfish into space. Let's see. Merry Christmas. Born on a midnight clear, a baby boy so small and dear, a holy child sent from glory. That's the real Christmas story. Amen. And this is from Bonnie Boo. Thank you so much, Bonnie. And this glass card honestly had already opened. This is from a cousin. Happy holidays. May your days be merry and bright. Love, Karen. It's my cousin Karen. She lost her mom this year. We have something in common other than being first cousins and being the daughters of sisters in the same family, and there are no other sisters. Both of our mothers have Parkinson's, and we lost Karen's mom, Aunt Bessie, a few months ago. She did not make it to her, oh my goodness, I can't remember now. She was in her 90s. She wanted to make it to 98 because our grandmother made it to 98, her mother. But my mother has Parkinson's, so we have that in common. But we have my Christmas cards here on Fat Tuesday, because Fat Tuesday is the last day of the Epiphany season. And I won't go on any more about it. I'll just let you all Google Epiphany, and it'll say that Epiphany is January 6th. But if you look at the liturgical seasons of the church, we're in Epiphany season until Fat Tuesday, and then Ash Wednesday begins a new spiritual season. And instead of celebrating and preparing for the birth of Christ in his early life, we're now preparing for the crucifixion or the death of Christ. So there is a shift. And it happens about every 40 days in the church, where what is being celebrated changes. And to the person that said happy holidays to me on Groundhog's Day, to poke fun at me because of my observances, Merry Christmas.